Yes, we'll start, Gautam. It's no problem. Anyway, I'll try to upload this. Yeah, it's regarding the objectives of the bank. There are 13 objectives listed. There are 13 objectives listed. Very much important for the examination too. Okay, number one, it is to establish an institution which deals with the maximization of profits and to conduct the overall economic activities. Okay, number one, objectives. Objectives to conduct the overall economic activities. To conduct overall economic activities. Activities. And the second one, is you can focus on to create what is called as the savings, to encourage the savings and deposits of their earnings, to encourage savings for deposits, financial reserves, etc. These are all some of the objectives of banking, and if you say the next one, to assist the government for its trade, business and economic development. To assist the government for its trade, business and economic development. To assist the government its allied organizations, its allied organizations to assist the government and its allied activities to conduct or for its trade, for its trade, business and other economic activities. Next, okay, these are all some of the objectives. And the last one you can say, it is about to maintain more control on exchange of currency, to establish regulatory standards. We have established regulatory standards on exchange of currency. On exchange of currency. Exchange of currency. The few objectives of bank or banking. Next is about the characteristic features. Okay, these are all quite common to say, I can say in general. In general, there are 5 objectives of the bank. Okay, one to deal with the money, one to deal with the individual firm and the company, the other one to accept savings and deposits, to giving advances, I can say renting loans, I can say renting, or to assist financial requirements for requirements of the organizations, etc. Next is payments and withdrawals. Next is payments and withdrawals. Next is payments and withdrawals. These are all the characteristic features you can observe. Okay, and to continue, you can say it acts an agency and of utility of services. Establish standards on utility of services. Establish standards to establish standards on utility of services, on utility of services. Okay, next is people say banking is an evolutionary concept. It is an evolutionary concept. It is subjected to many kind of innovations. Banking is subjected to many kind of innovations. Okay, as we said, there are digital innovations, As I said, banking is an evolutionary concept, and banking is subjected to subjected to innovations, modernizations, modernizations. Fine. These are all the characteristic features, and this is the whole. I can say classification, classification, classification of the bank or the banking sector. There are scheduled banks, non-scheduled banks, commercial banks, cooperative banks. This is as per the RBI regulations. And ultimately, we are remained with what is called as private sector banks, public sector banks, and foreign national banks. Okay. The final conclusion may be the final conclusion may be public sector banks, private sector banks, and then you can say foreign national banks. Foreign banks. You can say it is the foreign banks. Okay, this is about the classification. Next, the banks in modern India, and why I said banks are subjected to modernization. Gautam, you are hearing? Gautam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm teaching with regard to this banking and its evolutionary concept. And if you look at this modern banks, okay, there is an invoking of a whole new world of banking, and disruptive banking, okay, is unfolding to a greater extent. That means to say that there are lot many changes expected in the banking sector. Many more changes are expected in the near future. What is called as disruptive technology. Okay, you can even you can consider this as digital banking and innovations. Digital banking and other invention and other innovations and other innovations. There are Indian Companies Act 1913 provided some safeguards against bank and failures and banking structure in India. Today, okay, we are thinking more upon banking and digital security. Digital banking and security is the modern challenge. Digital banking and providing security. That is cyber security. Is a challenge for is a challenge for modern banking. People are working on this, and once the complete things gets unfolded, okay, this such kind of challenges can be resolved with the help of technology and innovations. With the help of technology and innovations, okay, the cyber security issues can be solved. Okay, the same thing even that is mentioned in Companies Act 1930, sorry, it is 2013, not 1913, it is 2013. 2013 Companies Act. Companies Act. The same is okay. Getting ready, it may take some time. That's it. History and evolution. And if you look at the history and the evolution of banking, history and evolution of banking. Evolution. And it was first the RBI that was established in the year 1935. 16 to some 1970, there were some rapid changes. Nationalization of banks happened. Banks in India are subjected to this nationalization. Nationalization of banks. Nationalization of banks. That is increasing the number of public sector banks. Or I can say more focus on giving more focus on public sector banks. Giving more focus on public sector banks. Got it? These are all, and it was during 2000 and onwards. Okay, everything was subjected to okay digitalization, e-banking, internet banking, digital banking, are the emerging trends Fine. This is about history and evolution. And there are few types of in banks. This is important. This is important for question examination. Explain the define banking, and explain different types of banks. Types of banks, India. Maybe for 10 or 15 marks. Types of banks. Okay, therefore we can distinguish the following classification. You can just look at the slide. Okay, any questions, Gautam? Any questions,
No, sir.
Gautam?
No, sir.
No questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any questions? No. And the first one is commercial banks. And you say economic activity is the lifeblood of any nation or any country's development. And we say that economic activity economic activity is the lifeblood of a nation and its development. Nation and its growth and development. Okay, now we have one particular class of banks. Okay, that is commercial banks. Okay, these commercial banks, okay, one second, I'll go to full slide mode and then we can view it clearly. Modern economic organizations, we need commercial banks. They mainly consist of receiving deposits, giving loans, financing the trade of a country, the business of a country, and they provide short-term credit, lend money for short periods, and this is their special feature. Okay, next is exchange banks. They mainly deal with the currency exchange. Exchange banks finance mostly the foreign trade of a company, foreign businesses, exchanging of currency. Foreign trade. Okay, these are all the features of your exchange banks. And in addition, they also carry on ordinary banking business too. Their main focus is okay, internal trade of a company. The major focus is the internal trade. The major focus is the major focus is Internal trade. Foreign multinational collaborations. Multinational collaborations. Managing what is called as foreign direct investments. Managing FDI, etc. Fine. Next is industrial banks. And the famous industrial bank is Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI. Industrial Development Bank of India. Industrial Development Bank of India. This is an example. Hello, Gautam, you're there listening? Gautam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so these are all the different banks, and you will get to the one question if at all examination is conducted. Okay, there are some rumors, but we are not confirmed about that. Okay, not yet received any clarification, and we don't know what is exactly going to happen. Okay, keeping all these things apart. Okay, if you focus on your learning, I can say types of banks is more important. I need to know more about the different classifications. Okay, IDBI is one of such classification. We call them as industrial banks. Okay, we can go with even some other classifications too. Okay, apart from IDBI, okay, we can go with what is called as Industrial Finance Corporation of India, IFCI, say IFCI, which was established in the year 1948, and ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, ICICI Bank. These are all the banks which are totally dedicated to the nation's industrial development. These are all the banks. I can say IDBI, IFCI, ICICI. The banks with a major focus on providing credit for industries. Providing credit assistance for industries. Okay, got it? Please look at the chat box, Gautam. Shit. Got it, Gautam? Hello? ಹಲೋ ಯಾ why many of your friends are not attending? ಗೌತಮ್ ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ? ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಬ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ?
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಮಂಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು.
ಏನ್ ಮಂಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರೋದು? ಈಗಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಂಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ? ಓಕೆ, ನಂದು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿತ್ತು, ಯೂನಿಟ್ 2 ಇತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್. ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮವು?
ಆಯ್ತು, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಇದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3. ಓಕೆ, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು. 4 and 5 ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನ ಡೇಟ್ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ
ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಈವನ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್?
ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು?
ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂತು?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ರೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದಾರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು ಅದ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ.
3-4 days ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನನಗೆ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ. ಓಕೆ, and this is mainly because these agricultural banks are mainly dedicated to agricultural development. Example is agri sector banks. Best example is NABARD, NABARD. Okay, National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. National Bank for Agriculture and National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Okay, NABARD you can quote. And there are 13 best banks providing agricultural loans. You can just list it out. Okay, Gautam. Hello, Gautam, you're there?
Yes, sir.
ಇದೊಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಇದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕು. ಇದು ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗೋ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. 13 best banks in India providing agricultural loans. List of 13 best banks providing agricultural loans in India. ಇದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನಾ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಕಳ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ನೀವು
Edit
ಬಂದ್ರೆ
ಮಾಡಿ-
ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ.
ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಾ ಸರ್?
ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ದೆ?
ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಾ ಸರ್?
ಇದು ನನ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಬೇಕು, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಾಪ್ 13 ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ನೋಡು, ಈಗ ಬಂತು ನೋಡು, ಈಗ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಗೌತಮ್?
ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸರ್.
ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ 13 ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತಂದಿದೆ. ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ 14, 14ನೇ ಸ್ಲೈಡು. ಇದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಕಳಿಸು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, 40 ನಿಮಿಷ, 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇಟ್ಟು.
ಕಳಿಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಏನಪ್ಪ?
ಕಳಿಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಕಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಂದಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ, 1 ನಿಮಿಷ. ಎಸ್, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ 13 ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ providing agricultural assistance for agriculture. Next, you can just go on these banks. I cannot discuss all these banks in depth. Okay, you can just mention the names, that's it. And agricultural loan schemes available. Agricultural loan schemes available. These are all some of the schemes. Okay. Kisan credit card schemes assisting farmers and their agricultural activities. Dairy entrepreneurship development schemes to establish this animal husbandry and other activities. Dairy and establish manake. Rural godowns. Okay, rural godowns in the sense you can have this kind of stock rooms, stock yards, and loan against warehouse receipts, warehousing to store or to stock the things. Solar schemes to provide their land or something like that for solar panels, solar energy. Okay, even that comes under okay, agricultural assistance only. And SBI agriculture loan, SBI agri loan. And these are all the major things to be considered upon. Savings banks, central banks, and investment banks. Banks who deals only with the savings. Okay, the central banks deals with both, controlled, and they're quite often owned by the government of the country. And RBI is India Central Bank. Indian Central Bank is RBI. RBI is the Central Bank of India. Okay, next, investment banks, which promotes only your investments based on some rate of interest. And okay, as we said, public sector, private sector, and other sector banks, they do all these multiple activities. Okay, we cannot just bifurcate on them, or we cannot restrict the banks to perform only 1 or 2 activities. Okay, they have the blended approach. They have the blended approach. They have blended approach. And objectives. Okay, and that's it for today. It's almost 45 minutes over. Any questions I can address now? Hello. Any questions, Manoj? I think you have received the questions for assignment, right?
Yeah, sir.
It's there in the WhatsApp group. Hello, Gautam. Hello, Gautam, you are there? Hello. Yes. Okay, I'm closing it. See you. Bye.